good trail. Right up here. I don't remember seeing that one before. There's a lot of different strategies when it comes to tree stands. Where a tree stand goes and why, and how it's relating to buck movement or deer movement in the area. Where you choose to ambush a deer is an important spot, obviously, for hunting success. What I like to do is cluster stands, and when you're clustering stands, I think that's one of the most important aspects of hunting. It's been the most successful pattern for me, and one of the most successful tactics that I've employed to harvest deer. And the way I look at it is if an area deserves a stand and it's a great spot, then why not stick 2 or 3? And the reason I'm sticking 2 or 3 in one spot is it's giving me that opportunity for different wind directions, mornings hunting, evenings hunting, all day hunting, rut hunting, different access routes, departure routes. So a lot of reasons to use one stand versus the next. Each one of them has a perfect time. But at the same time, if it's a good spot, I expect when a buck goes through there, that he's going to probably be passing by 2, maybe 3 out of those 3 stands. And so how do we make those stands all relate to each other and why? So today we're going to set up one of those clusters. And frankly, most of my stand locations and all my properties have clusters of stands. I think it allows me to spread my hunter impact out. I'm hunting this one once, this one maybe 3 times, this one over here twice. But at the same time, if there's a buck using the area, allows me some very non-invasive ambush locations to not overuse and to chip away at that buck and potentially and eventually get them. So again, if a stand location or if a hunting location deserves 1 stand, it probably deserves 2 or 3, and that's what we're going to talk about today. It's an important tactic I'd like to see employ this hunting season. Now we talk about clustering stands, we need to find a good location, and I think this location has it all. We have bedding over to my right, we have big food over to my left, we have some adjoining benches on either side, we have a point that allows the wind to blow off on one side or the other, and so really all that's left to do is maybe add a water hole, a mock scrape. We already have the food and the bedding, and we can cement this movement together right here in the center, around, in the middle of 2 to 3 stand locations. So we just need to add the pieces, and we're going to cluster those stands in this spot, and this is going to be a great spot for going into the hunting season. And what I found is if there's a big buck that's using this area, an older buck that we want to go after, by having that variety of stands and being able to chip away at his movement from different winds, morning, evening, different access routes, I found a large percentage of the time we're going to have a run-in with them. And so I'm hoping to show you that this fall. Well, I think we've just about officially wrapped up this cluster of stands right here, and I'm really excited about it. We were able to install a really good mock scrape with a hanging vine right here, and but just that mock scrape alone isn't enough. This water hole right here is going to be perfect, and it's really cool because within 4 days of when we were putting this out, we already had a potential shooter coming into this area, following another buck that was coming to the water hole, coming in the scrape. So we have this center and this core area now established, and it's already on a great ridge. There's already a lot of deer trails coming through here, benches on either side where they're moving, but not complete without, we have a great stand location right back here, about 27, 26 yard shot to this, and then we have another stand location we're going to add right over here. So once we get this stand location in, which is another 26, 27 yards, these 2 stands are about 55 yards apart, completely different sides of the ridge for different winds, different access. And then we have another stand that's back on a bench over here. That bench directly falls in line right here. There's a break in the fence down here, and that comes right into this area. So all the deer movement crisscrosses right here, and we added to that core with the mock scrape and the water hole. So This is how we cluster stand locations. This is what I've done for many years. And I can say this is one of the better ones. It's a better one because of the lay of the land, the ridges, the elevation, food plot over this way. And so we have everything coming together in this spot, including really good access points for 3 stand locations. And I think that you know, as long as there's a mature buck moving in this area this hunting season, I think we're going to have some really good luck, and I can't wait to show you the footage later in the year.